Thanksgiving 2021. We left Friday. We drove to Queen Elizabeth Wildlands non-operating provincial park, and we tried to drive into the Victoria Bridge entrance. We made it this far, which is a little grass clearing off to the side of the road, because further down the road here we'd run into flooding across the road. And since it was at night, we said, okay, let's camp further out and then come by in the morning with clogs on and try to walk through the water and see exactly how deep it is.
Here's the puddle. Yesterday we couldn't go through. But you're gonna roll up your pants though.
Oh, which one could easily ditch that.
Ditch what?
We'll just get our little shovel we use for going to the bathroom and dig that out.
Oh, so they can drain better.
Yeah.
But we couldn't see it yesterday.
No. Anyway, it still does look kind of deep.
I thought it was just deep. I don't know.
Right. Look at that. That water is 1.5 feet higher than the road.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody's created a dam here. Well, here's the culvert, which obviously isn't working. The culvert must have blocked.
Oh.
Otherwise it would have drained all that. Oh, that water's not that warm.
No.
Oh, and there's the water draining into it.
Can we go through?
Oh, yeah. It would be nice to try and clear this a bit.
Oh, that's better. Oh, you can see the water going. Wash your hands though. Okay, when we come back, I'll probably drain this more. Mm.
Oh, there's all this water draining into it though from all around here. A beautiful fall morning, forecasted to be raining, and it's not, so we're hiking. Kaya is extremely excited because it's damp and this tremendous game smells. And so she's just dying to get going. So we're taking off from Victoria Falls. The falls are just up ahead here, and we cross the bridge and down the trail. So this is where the rapids come out. I just always like to come and look at this piece every time we hike here. And you can see from here, they've put in a walking bridge down here. Through here, you can almost see that's quite a lot of water coming in underneath that ATV bridge. That's more than we usually see. So they've built a new bridge just down from the ATV bridge. It's floating. Oh, it goes like a dock. Kaya was so scared when I walked her across, but there's no way I could have taken a video as well as walking her. She's here just saying, oh good, that's over with. Kaya, wait for Mom. We got a bit ahead of her. There she is. She's just come up over the rock. I think we're halfway to Otter Lake, which is a place we plan to have a rest. Kaya's getting very good with trails. So as we walk along, I tend to follow her because she actually knows where the trail goes. She doesn't follow blazes. She follows the odor of people having walked along the ground. Now she will sometimes veer off to one side or the other because some animal's been along it, and so she has to go check it out. But she comes back, and even if she's at a turn like this, she just goes straight on up the trail where it goes. Oh, she's seen something, or smelled it, or heard it. She's off trail. In a minute, we'll figure out where trail is, eh, Kaya? Oh, this bit is hard, because people aren't walking in the same place. The blaze is right there, and they just walk anywhere here. So this is harder for her. We've come out at our first beaver dam, which is so old and established that basically it just looks like a hiking trail going beside a pond. Kaya's having no trouble with it. It's her first beaver dam crossing of the day. And she hasn't done too many so far. So it'll be interesting to see how she does on more difficult crossings.
Not this one.
This isn't the hard one, no.
Let's go, Kaya.
Oh dear, what's Kaya got in mind? Yep, I know there's animals in there, Dad.
Kaya,
I gotta find
go
them.
in.
We found it's raining. Just very, very slightly, but we've decided to put the rain ponchos on the backpacks and ourselves, and we're going to put one on Kaya. I bet Kaya's going to love wearing a raincoat. She hates wearing it at home if we have to go out in the rain, and she's been having such a nice hike today. So what happened was, we found Kaya shivering, so Jenny dried her off and put a coat on. It's not raining right now.
She's still shivering.
But here's, yeah, well, she's shivering because she's not moving too. But here's the thing. Jenny's got a 30-some pound backpack on and an almost 30-pound dog in her arms. That's like carrying half a person now. I think you have to let her down to walk soon. But she does seem to be enjoying it. I had to capture this. Somebody drained a huge beaver. Oh, the poor beavers. Wow. We're at the point on the trail where we were supposed to cross a dam and get to our campsite, and I mean, it was very, very short, just across here. It's all gone. All you see is mud sides. And looking up on the shore, I keep seeing places where there's obviously been a lot of water activity up here, which was above where the water line used to be. So I'm thinking there was a huge amount of water came to further up this lake, and it just broke through the beaver dam and drained that, and then the rush did the same thing down there, which I videoed earlier. No, actually we came from, yeah, I think it was further up that it had drained everything. Here's what I was looking at. You can see where there's been all sorts of regular healthy plant life here, and it got really damaged with a lot of dirty water flowing over it. Sunday morning. It had a few little rainstorms or showers during the night. and some nice breezes for drying our laundry that's under the tarp. And we've just woken up. Oh. Good morning, Kaya. Kaya's head's been pretty much under covers all night. And we've been warm. Let's see what else.
It's not that cold, but it's just very damp.
Well, the thermometer that I had next to me in the tent said 16.3 a couple of minutes ago. So we'll see what it says after I leave it outside a while. And Kaya's just looking outside now. That's why her head came out. She caught me opening the zipper to the Oh, good morning, sweetie. Good morning. Oh, what a dearie.
She was.
Oh, that's your alarm to wake up.
Yeah, 7:30.
You don't need to run that when we're camping.
Well, it just set it up.
We know to get up. So, Kaya, you got yourself really cold at the very end of the hike yesterday.
Yeah, the tent just as soon as the tent set it up, and she just running into it.
Oh yeah.
And
She just wanted to get warm.
A little spot. It's this.
A little cushion was thrown in the tent
and then
as soon as it was set up.
Yeah, she just threw on that. So I had to hurry up to get the mattress out. Mattress, and I take this down coat out first, put on her.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing is, her little paws were in cold water basically for the whole hike.
Yeah.
Oh, we're really interested in outside, aren't we, Kaya? Hmm?
Sorry, you're never gonna be interested outside.
Oh, yep, she's ready for today's action.
Self-destruction. The action called self-destruction.
Yeah. So yesterday, after charging down the Ganaraska Trail, expecting to cross over a very narrow gully that had a beaver pond in it, and you walk across the beaver pond, we found it had washed out and there was no way to cross it without swimming. Just a few feet, but still, there was no way to jump across. So we came back down the trail and found a place where there was a campfire, and found a place under a tree to put the tent. Under the tree was only because we wanted to tie the tarp up, and so the wind would come against the tarp and get broken, and we'd have this sheltered area here. And so I've got two little lines there where we have stuff hanging up, but it didn't dry last night. It just didn't get any wetter. So Kaya got up, and she's just looking out to watch nature. Even though, other than hearing a couple of birds up in the trees, there's really nothing going on out here, but she's just sitting watching in case something happens. So the fire pit's actually just over there on that next rock. And if you go way beyond that, you get to a lake, and that's where I was getting water, which I filtered, and we have still a liter left, but I'll filter more today. So we've got, let's see, 2 evergreens around us, pine trees, and when the wind was blowing last night, it was that beautiful sound of wind in the pines.
Oh, you love that sound, right?
Oh, yes, to me that's a very special sound. What do you think, Kaya?
Are you ready to pee, Kaya?
Another shower has started. We get these showers. They're not really heavy rain, it's just Well, yeah, they just keep coming and keeps everything wet. So it's time to start cooking breakfast. We're going to start by cooking up Kaya's breakfast. Kaya gets a warm meal. Oh, take that off. Kaya gets a warm meal. So she's got ground meat and some veggies. Is that chicken?
Ground egg.
Oh yeah, dehydrated egg.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Kaya's like 1 foot from the flame, just sitting there watching everything going on outside. Yeah, Kaya, they're making your breakfast. And then she gets a bit of coconut oil. And that's kale. So that's her vegetable for this morning. So we've got ground meat, dehydrated egg. Well, the ground meat's dehydrated too. And kale so far. But there's still the carb course to go in.
Carb is the oatmeal.
Oh, she gets oatmeal. Oh.
Oatmeal and the dates.
Okay, and oatmeal and dates is what we're going to have for breakfast.
Yeah. So I just soak her up first.
Yeah. Jenny's putting the dates in the oatmeal. Kaya is just like relaxing beside it. She loves dates and she's just not even straining for anything. I believe this qualifies as breakfast in bed. Oh, that's the dog's life. Yep, breakfast in bed. Well, we've eaten our oatmeal and dates, and boy, they nicely sweeten the oatmeal. That was very good. That was better than when we had raisins.
Yeah.
They're sweeter.
Yeah. Reason she can't eat.
Yeah, that was the reason for switching, but
Yeah.
to me that was an improvement. So having finished her breakfast in bed, Kaya gets dessert. It's a milk bone,
Oh.
which she stands to eat, unlike her breakfast that she laid down to eat. Well, that's gone pretty quickly. Oh, next she'll be wanting to go out and use the facilities.
Oh. Why is the rain getting worse?
It's supposed to. You read me the percentages on the weather forecast. We have to wait until 9 o'clock before it settles down.
Okay, good. That's it.
We let Kaya have some free time off leash, and we are giving her a lot of guidance as to how far we're comfortable with her going. Jenny is successfully starting a fire with wet Kleenex and a cigarette lighter.
Oh, it was hard.
Yes, yeah, well, we're like a half hour into it, and you actually have flames. So at this point it's going to go. And the fire pit's quite away from our campsite where we put the tent because we chose that nice sheltered spot with some nice grass and a place to tie up the tarp. Kaya's actually staying close to us.
Kaya?
Whoops, uh-oh,
No.
uh-oh, I spoke too soon. Kaya, you're hard to see in that.
Good girl.
Good girl.
Good girl.
Okay, I'll try this side again.
There's
Just, there are so many fun things for a dog to explore here though. Okay, that's far enough, Kaya. doing that well.
No, I don't want a campfire doing very well.
Oh.
Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, we don't know as much as
Back. Wait. Sit.
You're used to her food. There's no taste. But not bad.
There's taste, but there's no spice.
That's it.
Okay, 3 days. First time the sun comes out.
So Kaya and Jenny are in the tent with a light on. It's probably hard to see. And it's just gone sunset. There's water filtering, and I'm going to do 4 liters before we go to bed, so we're all set for tomorrow because we're taking off on a hike. I mean, we're hiking back, so we don't want to filter tomorrow. We want to make sure we have lots of water to get up, have breakfast, and then the water we need for the hike. So we each have 1 liter of water, 1 for Kaya, 1 for me, 1 for Jenny, and then I want 2 extra, making 5 liters, and the 2 we're going to use for breakfast. And we actually would have to dump anything that we didn't use for breakfast. Meanwhile, while the water filters, I am maintaining a campfire. So I can sit here, and it keeps the few bugs away, because there actually are some. And it gives me something to do while I'm waiting for the water to filter. Because then I take the water filter bag down, and I take the food and the cooking utensils, and they all get hoisted up so that bears don't get them. The strangest thing happened this morning. The sun came out. We took down the tarp. We're half packed. We're just doing breakfast. Oatmeal and dates again. And so we don't need the tarp right now. We packed up a lot of the stuff in the tent. And our little darling is, she's got a coat on. She's on top of a down blanket, and she has a coat over her. So she's keeping warm, and she's having a bit of a extra morning snooze. And then every once in a while she hears or sees or smells something distracting. Has to check it out. Kaya knows that something's being cooked over here, so she's spending a lot of time studying in that direction, listening to the sounds of food being prepared lovingly by Mom. She knows she'll get fed soon.
Oh, she got her soup.
Yep, and she's got a soup for the morning.
Because she ate too much yesterday.
She ate too much yesterday, so we're going to have her light on breakfast this morning. And on the bright sunny morning, Monday morning, Thanksgiving Day, Kaya is sitting in the sun watching us as we pack up. Everything's now reduced to 2 backpacks and 1 waist purse. And it's time to start. We're gonna head out probably all the way to the car, but stop for lunch.
Yeah, we just go.
We just no. So it's a beautiful fall day. Not sunny though. And Kaya is very excited. She just seems to love all this hiking. Seems like a lot of the trees have given off their leaves. I think we're past the peak. There's certainly a lot of leaves on the ground. Oh yeah, this is getting into a section with a lot of bush and undergrowth. I'm pretty sure that I photographed this very tree looking this beautiful on a previous trip. Of course, there could be hundreds like it, I don't know. Anyway, oh, the sun's gone in. That didn't help. So I'm sitting here on a rock just waiting for Jenny to catch up. She had to go back a little bit to get her stick because she put it down and then forgot. Oh, Kaya's now stopped worrying because now she knows where Mom is. So here's your typical fall walk through the woods. We've gone into a hardwood forest. Well, hard and soft, with bigger trees. It's not bush, fields and rocks. And this is also a trail that had been used by ATVs. So it's wider and clearer and a bit smoother. Yeah, well, we don't have to worry about Kaya shivering from getting her feet in the cold beaver pond. She does have to dip her foot in every one. She smells the beavers if they've been crossing the dam last night. And she did actually come up to one. We didn't see it, but we saw where it was swimming away from the dam and the bubbles were coming to the surface. What do you think, Kaya? You ready to carry on down the trail? Mom and Dad have both caught up now. So, do you know where the trail is? Do you know where the trail is?
Let's go.
Yeah, I know. She's already been down it and I called her back. So now she's saying, I don't know where they want me to go. We're going down the trail here, Kaya. Ah, yes. Finally. They're letting me go. We were going down an ATV trail, and I wondered what would happen when we got to the turn, to turn off it so the hiking trail continued through the woods. So I slowed down when I got there and just watched Kaya carefully. She looked down the ATV trail, she wandered around a bit sniffing, and then all of a sudden went up the correct hiking trail. She's really good.
Oh, it doesn't look like it bad, but it's really bad. The bottom is gooey. The slog is very... So Kaya and Dave go first. It looks easy.
So easy.
Kaya, don't pull. Good girl. Don't pull. Don't pull, Kaya. Stay, stay. Wait. Stay, Kaya. Oh.
No, I did that on purpose because I could see this was slippery up here.
Oh, okay.
Because the footsteps that brushed the stuff off, they stung there.
Oh, Kaya, you just look at me.
Oh yes, yes, you said I'm ready to see you.
Okay, my turn. Kaya! Ooh, ooh. Good, Kaya. Good, Kaya. Ooh. So, Kaya, where do you want to go? On the log?
You're gonna make me go over, Kaya?
Be careful, Kaya.
She decided, she just pointed to where I have to get up. I don't think she's planning on getting down.
Well, this is the trail.
Oh, I know, but the tree wasn't here when we put the trail in.
How did she get on, though?
She climbed up.
Well,
It was nothing.
well, don't hurt. Don't get hurt, okay?
Kaya, you're not by any chance thinking you're stuck, are you? If you are, I can lift you down.
Can she go down? Oh,
There. Oh, it's easy. Just being patient waiting for you.
oh, okay. I'm going around. Frog.
Where's the frog gone, Kaya?
Hmm? A
Got
frog.
away. It got away.
Okay. You didn't get it.
No, she caught it. She followed it for 2 hops and then lost it.
Okay, let's move on, Kaya. Leave it, leave it. Oh, Kaya can't wait. Has to have a break. She's gone. We're dragging her leash behind her. How far you can go, Kaya? With that leash
As soon as
behind.
it gets stuck, that's the end of it.
Yeah. Where are you going, Kaya? Stop. Stop, stop, stop.
Oh, yeah, she's going to be all tied up, right? Oh, she's not. She went back the way she came.
Can you get it? Oh, oh, nice jump. We're arriving to Alto Lake. It took us 1 hour 40 minutes from my first campsite I like to here. From our camping, we start at 9. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 3.5 hours to get here. Kaya is exhausted. Dave is more exhausted. Kaya, we're here.
Is Kaya helping with dishes? Are you helping with dishes, Kaya?
She went there and checked it.
Ah. Kaya's just wandering around the campsite. See what's new. So you figure you can call it out, do you? This little guy was chirping and chirping as I was walking past, and now he's frozen, thinking I can't see him. There, he's looking at me. You coming this way? So this is afternoon nap. One of us is doing a very serious nap. The other two are just resting.
Yeah, because if we don't stay in the tent, especially I don't stay in the tent,
She has to come out and supervise.
she can't sleep.
No, she needs to make sure she knows where we are. But if we're laying right beside her and she's touching you and touching me, then she can just sleep through it.
Yeah, see, it's okay.
So you're watching Mum's cooking. You're thinking that any time now, there'll be something for you. But you're on a leash that doesn't allow you to get quite close enough to her. So you're cheering her on?
What?
I want my dinner now.
Your dinner isn't ready. This is too hot. You can't eat it.
So Kaya's got her evening campsite zoomies. She got lots of exercise today, but all of a sudden after a rest, she's got just a little bit of extra energy to put into zoomies. So it's Tuesday morning, right after Thanksgiving. And so we were settled at Otter Lake, which is actually a giant beaver pond.
Yeah, Kaya has
And-
the ears like this. I just put a coat on her. It's a bit
So-
cold.
So anyway, last night, it was only down to about 17 degrees, not even that. But it did feel kind of cool. I think it was the breeze. And so Kaya got into a barking session in the middle of the night because the beavers were splashing around in the beaver pond.
Yeah.
But all the other sounds were just birds and chipmunks and stuff. But there was a lot of different sounds when the wind died down.
Kaya really.
Yeah, well, boy, if she could go out and talk to them at the edge of the water, she'd have a few things to say to them.
She doesn't want to get up. Is she in there?
Oh, I hope to goodness. No, she isn't.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, there. There's Kaya. Now Kaya's in the selfie, and of course,
Yeah, we don't have to.
I'm barely visible.
Okay, Kaya, ears out. Ears
Yeah.
out. Yay. Ears out. You. Oh. Oh, she's so tired. She wants sleep.
Oh.
Wow.
There. Yeah, we've got to have Kaya in the video. So beavers, they needed a lot of barking last night. Yes. Dangerous little things they are, splashing around in the water like that. It's quite a problem.
Kaya. Kaya.
Kaya wandering around with Dave. We get up.
So, sunrise is behind those trees over there.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a very nice sunrise.
I just sit here and watch Dave. Yeah.
So Tuesday morning sunrise. Well, it's rising somewhere back there behind all those trees. It's rising. You can see some sun on some trees. And there's even a part over here where you see that part there that's got the sun on the edge of that. It looks like an island from here, but it's not. It's just the shore. And then Kaya is standing guard over the campsite in case any beavers come on board. She's in a coat that looks a little bit like a military outfit. Doesn't it, Kaya? It looks like a military outfit. Yes. And then Jenny's making up some breakfast. Couscous and some vegetable and some ground beef. And I have to unpack the backpacks to get the spare battery out for the camera because another one's gone dead. Camping in the outback. Dogs really enjoy a hot breakfast. Well, to us it's warm, but to her this is as warm as she can conceive that it's edible with a sensitive tongue. Because dogs have a more sensitive tongue than us. It's probably about body temperature, but she still thinks it's a hot breakfast. So it's Tuesday after the Thanksgiving weekend, and Jenny had taken off Tuesday so we didn't have to drive home through the holiday traffic. It's one of the things we've been doing recently that has been really making the weekends easier. So we
so busy about Kaya.
Yes, I know. You can't stay in frame.
No.
So anyway, we're going to hike out. It's 9:20 in the morning. We're going to hike out and go to the car and then have a leisurely, traffic-free drive home.
That's right. We'll have an E&W for breakfast. Oh no, for lunch.
Well, it'll be lunch by the time we get there, yeah.
We had a breakfast.
Oh, that was a nice breakfast. So Kaya has not been following the human trail that well this morning because there are so many signs that there's game for her to catch up to off to the sides. But I found the blaze and called her to it. And she was quite willing. And now she's following it, but she keeps on stopping and looking and contemplating maybe there's something off to the side that she has to get. And this particular piece of forest isn't bad for fall leaves. Some of the other parts either are all the same color or most of the leaves are off. Here, it's a little less than that. It's a little more, not so far off of the peak. The trouble is the leaves make the moist trail kind of slippery. And this is a downhill with a 30-pound dog pulling me because I'm not going fast enough. Whoa. Oh, she's just about pulling me over. I mean, not because she's pulling hard, but because it's steep. Now, somewhere up there is Jenny. And I can't even hear what she's saying. She's so far away. Right now you're behind a tree.
We're passing a big wall.
Well, that is definitely steep. It's more than straight down.
Kaya, can you climb in that wall?
This one. A little beyond her maximum slope. When dry.
We're having a blast hiking.
Well, it's a nice sunny day. It's not cold.
It's not too hot, but it's yeah, but it was a 20. It'll be too cold. Yesterday we did 7 kilometers. About when we got to the tent, set it up. Kaya still wants to play. She got so much energy, wants to play. The first day we did, I think might be 12, and she couldn't wait until 10 to set it up. We set up a tent. The packs haven't got in yet, and she already in the tent. Find a comfy spot and lie down.
Do that one? With a camera in your hand?
Do you think so?
I don't know, I can't remember. I just walked down and didn't think anything about it until I turned around and looked at you.
No, I can do this one because this is a step. It's not a slope. It's only the slope. I think it's kind of slippery.
Slopes become more slippery as soon as you get to the top of them.
Look at Mommy's soldier. Look at that soldier. Those two looks like they're gonna fall off in that lake. Anyway. Are you gonna fall into the lake, Kaya? Huh? Yeah? Yeah? Okay, get up.
Okay, we were asking ourselves if Kaya enjoys this. I mean, she has to come with us because she's a COVID rescue dog and she's never been away from us. So if we go camping, she has to come. But does she enjoy it, or would she prefer we stayed at home? Well, so far, we found that she just loved all the, like, it's the greatest dog walk ever. And she seems to like the idea of a tent or even camping in the car because we're with her all the time. We're not even wandering around a big house with her worrying where we are. So we decided she likes that. And as far as the distance goes, Kaya's got probably 100 kilometers of actual hikes under her belt. Elliott Lake was the biggest hike, but that was a one-day hike. And then she camped in the car with us. So this was her most exotic backcountry hike and camp in a tent. That sign down there is new. I wonder what that says. You must have to be down there to read it. That's their hobby, is putting up signs about things you can't do on a non-operating provincial park. Well, if they're not going to operate it, then why are they putting up so many signs like they're pretending to operate it? They've even gone and overblazed the Gandaraska Trail, given segments their own name, and have their own emblems. I guess that makes it better blazed when two entities have gone through and blazed it. But this, I've always liked this park because it's just not really an official park that gets crowded like Algonquin, even though it's very close to it. That's Black River. Yes. No, Montgomery Creek, we lost it a while back there, didn't we? Or does it flow into it right here? Yeah, I think it flowed in behind that beaver pond. And it comes out where that ATV trail bridge is. That's my gut feel. And we saw no signs of any humans other than an abandoned tent at Otter Lake. Obviously the guy's coming back to it at some point. But we haven't seen or heard any other signs of humans, which isn't uncommon for the Thanksgiving Day weekend in this park. For us, if you get deep into it. You're hiking back and you're just not seeing signs at other campsites that anyone's been there. Oh, somebody got herself so tangled up chasing a chipmunk. There's no way she can get out of there, right? Oh.
No.
Oh, she actually untangled herself from all the weeds. Oh, she learned something this trip. That's never happened before. She was also learning on this trip how to hang around a campsite and behave. Not go too far and not tear all over the place unless mom and dad are encouraging it, which we did at one point to get her some exercise.
so old.
Oh, it's really drained since we were through last.
Oh, this is,
Look
doesn't
at
look
that.
like doesn't look near like a.
However, look at the dam here at the side of the road. You really wonder, did people make that or did beavers make that?
Nobody.
It's pretty effective, isn't it? But I dug out here and it's drained really nicely. There was a dam there. But what's really cool is the fact that at the road here, you've got what looks like a beaver dam along the edge of the road. But I can't believe the beavers did this. I don't know how this works. It must be just storm water came along and it got stuck there. There is a culvert there which is evidently blocked, and that's what all this is about.